In the verdant valleys bordered by wildflower-covered hillsides and ancient whispering forests, there existed a quaint village where three remarkable lives intertwined under the gentle gaze of fate. This narrative weaves together the stories of Amara, the beekeeper, Elian, the artisan, and Theron, the shepherd, each bound by their unique crafts and shared destiny. Amara, known for her deep connection with nature, tended to her beehives with a tender, almost sacred reverence. Her bees produced the sweetest honey, which seemed infused not just with nectar, but with the very essence of the sun-drenched blossoms they visited. Amara's knowledge of herbs and natural remedies made her a guardian of both her colonies and her community, a role she embraced with quiet joy. Elian, the village potter, shaped clay with a skill that seemed whispered into his hands by the earth itself. His pottery, mugs, pots, vases were not merely vessels for holding, but were artworks capturing the essence of the village's soul. Each piece Elian crafted carried a story, a piece of history, and his gentle fingers brought forth beauty from mere mud fired in the kiln he built near the river's edge. Theron, the shepherd, roamed the high meadows with his flock, his life measured by the seasons and the health of his sheep. He knew each by name, each bleat and baa, and his heart beat in rhythm with their peaceful grazing. Theron's days were spent under open skies and his nights under starlit canvases, always with the gentle sounds of his flock nearby. Their paths crossed often, in the market, at festivals, or when one needed the skills of the other. Amara's beeswax was essential for Elian's pottery glazes, and her honey often found its way into the meals shared among them. Elian's pots were perfect for Theron's dairy products, yogurts and cheeses that he crafted from his sheep's milk, and Theron in turn provided wool that Amara used to insulate his kiln, and that Elian used to insulate his kiln. But their connection deepened when a mysterious affliction swept through the village, touching every home with fever and weariness. It was in these trying times that the trio's skills combined not just in craft, but in healing. Amara's knowledge of herbs, Elian's ability to craft clay vessels for her remedies, and Theron's nutritional products worked together to restore health to their neighbors. Through seasons of joy, harvest, and hardship, the bonds between the beekeeper, the artisan, and the shepherd grew. They learned that life, like their crafts, was richer and more beautiful when interwoven with others. They understood that their survival and prosperity depended not just on their individual talents, but on their unity, their respect for each other, and their care for their community. As the seasons turned, the village not only recovered, but flourished, thanks in large part to the trio's continued efforts and the deepening of their crafts. The festival of the harvest moon approached, a time when the village celebrated the bounties of the land and the spirit of community. This year, however, there was something more to celebrate: the resilience and unity brought forth during the time of illness. Amara, Elian, and Theron planned something special for the festival. They envisioned an exhibition of their crafts, demonstrating not only the beauty of individual talent, but the enhanced beauty of their collaboration. Amara would showcase an array of her finest honeys, each paired with specific herbs to create new healing blends. Elian planned to unveil a series of new designs, pottery adorned with intricate patterns inspired by the shapes of the bees' dance and the weave of the wool from Theron's sheep. Theron, on his part, prepared to introduce a new line of cheeses, each aged in pots crafted by Elian, infusing the cheese with a subtle earthiness impossible to replicate without the artisan's touch. He also brought to the festival a young lamb rescued during the illness when its mother had grown too weak. The lamb, now thriving, became a symbol of the village's perseverance and future. The festival night arrived, illuminated by lanterns and the soft glow of the full harvest moon. Villagers gathered, their spirits lifted by music and laughter, weaving through stalls rich with the fruits of their land and labor. When they reached the trio's exhibition, they were met with a scene that captured the essence of the village's soul. Amaria offered tastings of her honey, explaining the benefits of each herb she used. Elian conducted demonstrations, his hands confidently molding the clay, inviting others to feel the magic of the craft. Theron, with his gentle demeanor, introduced the villagers to the young lamb and shared samples of his new cheese, each bite telling a story of time and care. As the evening progressed, stories were shared around fires, with the trio recounting tales of past challenges and how they found strength in each other. Their stories wove through the crowd, lifting hearts and strengthening the bonds within the community. The festival became more than a celebration. It was a reaffirmation of unity and a testament to the village's identity, shaped significantly by the beekeeper, the artisan, and the shepherd. It reminded everyone that while individual talent can spark great achievements, the collaboration of diverse skills can create something enduring, something that resonates with the essence of life itself. As the year waned into the chill of winter, the villagers, inspired by the festival's spirit of collaboration, decided to undertake a communal project that would further solidify their unity and enhance their resilience against future hardships. The project was ambitious, a community garden and greenhouse where they could grow herbs, vegetables, and flowers year-round, relying on the expertise of Amara, Elian, and Theron, along with the skills and labor of the entire village. Amara took the lead on selecting the plants for the garden. She chose varieties of herbs known for their medicinal properties, as well as flowers that could attract pollinators to support her bees. She also planned sections for vegetables that could be harvested throughout the seasons, ensuring the village could sustain itself better during leaner times. Elian, using his expertise in crafting with natural materials, spearheaded the construction of the greenhouse. He designed it with large, clear panels made from a mosaic of glass, each piece salvaged and repurposed from old windows and bottles. The structure was both functional and artistic, designed to harness the maximum amount of daylight and retain heat during the cold months. Inside, he installed terracotta pots and planters of various sizes, each crafted in his workshop, ensuring that the aesthetics of the space inspired as much as its utility. Theron, with his deep understanding of land and animal care, managed the layout and maintenance of the outdoor garden. He integrated small paddocks where his sheep could graze and naturally fertilize the soil, promoting a cycle of sustainability. He also organized the planting to make the most of natural light and protection from the wind, using his knowledge of the land to position each plant where it could thrive best. As the project took shape, the community garden became a center of daily life in the village. Villagers of all ages contributed their time and skills, learning from Amara, Elian, and Theron. Children played among the rows of plants, learning to sow seeds and tend young shoots, while the elders shared stories and knowledge, weaving a tapestry of oral history that enriched the physical labor of gardening. Winter passed into spring and the garden blossomed into a vibrant tapestry of colors and scents. It wasn't just a source of food and medicine, it was a living symbol of the village's collective spirit and resilience. The success of the garden inspired other projects, like a shared library of tools and a workshop space where villagers could teach each other crafts and skills, from weaving to woodworking, extending the ethos of shared knowledge and mutual aid that the garden had cultivated. The annual return of the Harvest Festival saw the village not only celebrating the yield of their fields and the fruits of their labor, but also the stronger community ties they had cultivated. Amara, Elian, and Theron were honored not just for their individual contributions, but as catalysts for a movement that had transformed their village into a model of communal living and cooperation. Their story, filled with kindness, collaboration, and resilience, became a legend in the valley, a testament to the power of combining strengths and working together toward a common good. In time, the tale of the beekeeper, the artisan, and the shepherd inspired other villages and travelers, spreading the message that even in the smallest communities, there can be found the grandest examples of humanity.